Morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's Chrissy Sawyer here. How was your Lionsgate? How was Sunday for you? New moon, some absolutely stunning energies I was playing with yesterday. And I hope it went well for you. I hope you managed to dance in the light. I'm just going to do a quick collective energy capture. Now, I haven't played with these lights. I mean, Lightseers Tarot, yeah. The Lightseers Tarot is one of my favorite tarot deck. Now I was just shuffling it and I cut it into 3 packs, and then I was guided just to turn the blocks up. And the message is beautiful. So I'm bringing it, yeah. Right. So as with all my readings, my darlings, take what lands, leave what doesn't. And please drop me a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'd love you to subscribe. In fact, bear with me. In true tradition, we have a new sub. We have 2 new subs. Where did he go? Edgar Sierra, welcome, welcome. And Suzanne, you're going to kill me, Suzanne. Chachi? C-A-C-I. I don't know how to pronounce that. But Suzanne, welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, so let's just do a quick energy capture. Yeah, I'm going to look at the underlying energy. Yeah. Underlying energy for, let's not put a time on this. It's just kind of this kind of now for as long as it lasts. And the movement that's coming through with this card is, it's kind of a movement out of what I'm trying to be into being what I am. It's that movement into truth, and the truth of any moment is different in every moment. As to, this is about creation. This is about how you create and what you're creating. And you can create the same thing in 58,000 different ways, depending what's going on in here, depending what's going on in here. Because that affects the field. That's how you cause probability to coalesce, is where you're coming from. If you're coming from fear, lack, and that's been one of the big things being dragged through the field this last few weeks, is this lack, poverty consciousness, this lack of deserving, lack of worth. All of that has been upgraded. And if you've been in that, then here's your challenge to, I mean, this literally is the card of showing my work to others. And if you're held back with any narrative around how you present yourself in the collective, that actually, you know, how this card is coming through today is the epitome of the shift between the age of Pisces and the age of Aquarius. It's literally moving out of that lost, alone abandonment, the sorrow of that, moving into how to serve the collective, how to be in the collective, very Aquarian, very connected. So yeah, there is a real movement. It's a kind of put your money where your mouth is energy. I'm loving this. All right, so I'm talking about old narratives of, I tried it, it didn't work. Oh, I'm hearing that from so many. I tried it, I've been trying it for ages and it's not working, yada, yada, yada. And so the first card out is the 8 of Cups. And it's a kind of walking away with my head held high. There's no sense of dejection. It's a peaceful embrace of change. Walking into the sunshine, walking into the sunshine. Maybe leaving something quite beautiful behind. Maybe leaving something you love behind. But look, the essence of it will follow. Okay. So in this reality, you might have to physically leave something behind. Okay, I'm just noticing the next underlying card is the Lovers in reverse. Okay. Now I read I read in a person-centered way. But if this lands in your physical world, if this lands in literally the ending of a relationship, then this is confirmation that this is the time. It's coalescing now. So ride the energy and remember with love that which you must leave behind. And if it's in the internal world, it's literally about narrative that keeps you out of balance, narrative that keeps you out of the heart chakra, because this comes in on the energy of 6, which is the grail, that's the heart. It's the masculine and the feminine, you know, it's that 6-pointed star. It's balancing those energies. And if one knocks the other out of kilter, it might be because of this like poverty stuckness consciousness. So the way to turn that might be to leave some old narratives behind, might be a simple move. And again, in that simple move, your mind might be aggrandizing, it might be awfulizing, catastrophizing. I don't want to meet this. Be with that, meet that with love, meet that with love, let it go and step out, because you're ready or the cards wouldn't be coming in. Those who are watching this video, you're ready or you wouldn't be here. Yeah, because once you make that shift, look, this is the regaining of personal resource. And the ace is the new beginning. This is, we're in new moon energy. And if there's ever a time to put mind to matter, it's now. This is, you know, new moons aren't quite at their strongest yet. So it's time for gentle wishing, picturing it, stepping into it, feeling it, experiencing the elevated emotional response, vital ingredient in manifesting, and letting go of attachment to outcome, you know, letting go. So I'm going to turn that card and pop it in the reading. Brilliant. Okay. And the next card out is, will that do you? Letting go, walking away, because you're moving towards Empress energy, where she doesn't question whether she has enough of anything, of any element, earth, air, fire, water, ether. She just knows. Knowing, okay, knowing. This is about self-love in the moment. And, you know, when you make that transition from trying to be what you want to be into, actually, I'm just going to bring what I've got now. That's love without judgment. That's self-love without judgment, which is, you know, this is the energy I was picking up on yesterday. This very, it's the softest leonine energy I've ever tuned into. Very soft and strong, both at the same time. I'm surprised that, yeah, wow, crikey, look at these power cards. These are power cards. Okay. So 4 of Wands is building the foundation from passion. What lights your soul on fire? What do you do out of obligation and responsibility? Is it that you're looking to let go of? And if you let go of that and come into, let's say, union with your high priestess, so that's like, shh, and really, really listen, tune in. Then what can you build? Because this looks like just joy. 4 of Wands often seen as the 11-11 card. High Priestess is 2 columns. You know, it's tuning in, and the energy is, so, I mean, we've still got Syrian energy coming in, which is just beautiful, loving, powerful energy, because we're still in the galactic center energy. So we're pulling from, well, home. These star seeds are pulling from home. Okay, so yeah, wow, beautiful. Okay, let's pull some oracle cards. And I want to ask about I want to look into this Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm going back to the tarot. Okay, tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, got it. So it's gone straight into the Two of Pentacles. Now, but we're talking about, so Pentacles are about resource, they're about the material world. They could literally be about money. But what I'm getting with this is about personal energy resource, mind resource, all right? So if the one is going straight into the two, I want to put the High Priestess in there somewhere. I'm going to put her in the middle, sitting in the middle. Sometimes we miss a trick, all right? So if that High Priestess, higher mind energy comes in, pure intuition, and it just turns your head and you just go, I know. Oh, that's a great idea. What can come in instantaneously after that is the second thought, is the afterthought, is the egoic mind. But I can't make that change, but I can't walk away from that, but I can't afford to make that change. Well, it's being offered. Okay. So this two is coming in as a little flag to go, mind you, don't second guess yourself. Okay. Because when that intuition comes in, it is not wrong. It may not make sense, might not make cognitive sense, but it ain't wrong. Trust it and move, because the movement is going to take you further into the unknown. I heard a beautiful quote by Nietzsche, I think it was this weekend, which was, as you gaze into, it wasn't the void, there was another word. But it basically means as you gaze into the void gazes back at you. Okay. It was a more Nietzsche-esque word for void, it wasn't void. Abyss, as you gaze into the abyss gazes back at you. And so again, you're then in that relationship, you're instantly manifesting. So there's certain cockpit checks that you've got to do because you're the navigator, okay, you're the pilot. The cockpit checks are, am I in fear or lack? Am I feeling I need to defend myself, which says I'm feeling threatened? So you've got to do all those cockpit changes, because if you're working through High Priestess energy, and this energy, this Lion's Gate, you know how I feel about that, new moon energy, there's certainly going to be like this until the 12th. So some really intense meditation, window of opportunity. So yeah, watch out for second guessing. And when you're working in the void, there needs to be hardly any of your mind. Just go. Okay. Nothing energy. So I'm going to go back to the Pentacles because that went to the 2. All right. So tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles. Tell me more about, and put that over there. Tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles, please. All right. Oh, it's taken me back to the 9 of Wands. All right. Oh. Do not ask for advice. That's what that's saying. Do not ask for advice. Oh, I've had this feeling empressy and I'm working with the High Priestess, and I'm conjuring this. What do you think of it? But do you think I should? There's that doubting resource. There's the doubting resource. That's what needs to be walked away from. Know it, own it, and then defend it. Right? Know it, own it, and then defend it. Because nobody will get you. As you move into these new areas of manifestation, nobody will get you because you're making something new. And in that, you know, it's got to test you. You've got to learn to dance with that energy. And sometimes when we dance with a new energy, we might feel a bit self-conscious. Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay. All right. I'm going to go to Shaman Oracle and ask for a pointer. Let's just go for a pointer in the right direction, whether that direction feels comfortable or not. How teachable are you? When you're triggered, when you're on the back foot, when you're divining something that lights up your passion but strikes the fear of bejesus into you. How teachable are you in that moment? Can you absolutely flow with, oh, that feels a bit stuck. I'm just going to go straight through it. Flow with it and through it. Or is that going to stop you? And trust, if you're on your path, you're on your path. Okay. We can kind of veer off like a path is straight, but yeah. We can veer off, but your will, spiritual will keep pulling you back on your path. And this is the lesson, to play. To play and trust. But what if it doesn't work? Well, define work. What are the parameters of it working? Okay, so hollow bone is High Priestess energy. Hollow bone, to become void within, to channel void energy. That's coming on the 28th, which is 10-1, that's initiation. That's initiatic fire. Don't burst and leap until the burst and leap comes. Right. Another thing I've been seeing for the last few days is pushing and it not working. People getting frustrated because they're trying and trying and pushing. Stop pushing. The hollow bone doesn't push. When the hollow bone has brought through something, a new playtime, a new creation, a new something, what you need will start dropping into your lap. Scroll through my videos and watch the last video I did with Mike DePong, where I tell the story, which I've never told, about my rattle. Don't know where my rattle is now. Somewhere safe, I don't doubt. I tell the story about my rattle. Okay. When it's meant to happen, what you need will fall straight into your lap. If you find you're in that pushing and failing energy, stop. Stop, stop, stop. Does this exist anywhere within you? If it does, go to that place and let go. This is the let go. Let go of what you're pushing at. Let it go. And watch something else come in. Because remember, we're coming into this energy. It's just stop thinking about it and do it. It's very JFDI energy. Okay. So the pointer is to be teachable. Okay, and if that triggers you, let it and own your trigger and identify it. Be with it. Breathe it through. Integrate it. Transmute it. It's part of you. Why wouldn't you? The alternative is rejection and rest, because nothing's going to happen overnight here. I'm going to pull from this Stark deck that I had a problem with when I got. I've grown to love it, I've got to say. Yes. Yes. This is about timing. The eagle doesn't think, it knows, it just knows. And sometimes all it needs is a rustle in the bushes or something to move miles away. And it goes, it knows and it goes. No second guessing. And if you're in this energy of, I made a move in that direction and this wall of something came up, then the way to deal with that something, rather than get stuck behind it, is to rest into it and know that timing of change is critical. Again, we're talking physics and coalescence of probability here. And that can only happen when a million other cogs and wheels are in position, because you're in a place of absolute surrender. Very soft energy, this Leo energy. It's soft and it's lovely and loving. It's very loving. There's no need for you to be hard on yourself here, but I'm really feeling in the field there's this kind of this. Some of you probably want to slap me hard at the moment, but guard your energy. That's talking straight into that trigger. Straight into that trigger. If you haven't yet trained yourself how to work with a trigger, what's a trigger? It's an emotional pull that links to an old story that hasn't yet been healed. So it's an unhealed part of yourself within. And if you haven't yet trained yourself how to work with your shadow material, your triggers, your unmet self, you might move straight to the verbal vomit. You might project onto someone else, or it was you. You're the arsehole in this, but when you guard your energy, you learn to hold, no matter what the compulsion to open your mouth and speak your truth. You don't quite know your truth. If you're still getting triggered, that's an unhealed something. So you haven't yet revealed the full truth of it. And again, come back to how teachable are you? So some lovely challenges in here. There's a lot of beautiful energy. High Priestess and the Empress and the Lovers. That's 3 major arcana. It's beautiful, beautiful. I'm putting those side by side up there. Really, really beautiful energy. So it doesn't need to be anything jarring this week. I'm going to say this week, it doesn't need to be anything jarring. Okay, let's go for I'm going to go for an abundance card. And we're going to wrap today out. There is anything else we need to know? Yeah, best foot forward. If I ask for a best foot forward card, Again, I'm acting without even questioning. Best foot forward card, please, for the collective. This is about turning that blackbird of sadness into a butterfly. This is about shadow work. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. So this is about offering it up to, or surrendering to it, offering it up to the divine, or surrendering to it, and accepting that it's part of you. We have two more. Nice one to finish on. Yeah. Help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust. Yeah, this is about trusting the plan, even though the plan might not make sense. We're building now. We're birthing something beautiful and new and passionate and joyful from the divine. You know, it's manifesting with the divine through the energy of the lovers and the empress. It's the potential to kind of just blow your mind. Yeah, look out for messages and synchronicity. And a great final card is Get Grounded, because it's pretty high energy. High Priestess. Get grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folk. Well, all of the most, I would say, are regular folk living with joy, dignity, and courage. Okay, that's it. That's a beautiful, beautiful message. Some challenges to work through there. Definitely an opportunity to walk away from something or someone or some narrative or scary story, and just be really courageous. There's some beautiful supporting energy coming in this week. Okay, my lovelies. Please like, share, subscribe, and I love comments. So feel free to drop me a comment, ask any questions. And I'm Oski. I will see you again soon. Much love. Bye-bye.